You said Hillary Clinton should go to jail. If the FBI, which is investigating, if there's no indictment, will your Attorney General go after her?
So I have spoken to and I've watched and I've read many, many lawyers on the subject, you know, so-called neutral lawyers, okay? Not even on one side or the other, neutral lawyers. Every one of them, without a doubt, said that what she did is far worse than what other people did, like General Petraeus, who essentially got a 2-year jail term. General Petraeus and others have been treated, I mean, their lives have been, in a sense, destroyed. She keeps campaigning. I mean, what she did is a criminal situation. She wasn't supposed to do that with the server and the emails and all of the other. Now, I rely on the lawyers. These are good lawyers. These are professional lawyers. These are lawyers that know what they're talking about and are very well versed on what she did. They say she's guilty as hell.
But it sounded like you were making a promise for your Attorney General that if you were elected, this is one of the things, this is a commitment you were making,
That's
basically.
true.
It's a commitment to have your Attorney General. I would
certainly have my, very fair, but I would have my Attorney General look at it.
Even if the investigations go through.
And as you know, you have a 5 and maybe even a 6-year statute of limitations.
But even if the current investigations don't find anything, you'd have your Attorney General go back at it.
Yes, I would, because everyone knows that she's guilty. Now, I would say this, she's guilty, but I would let my Attorney General make that determination. Maybe they would disagree, and I would let that person make the determination.
And what for you exactly is she guilty of?
She is guilty of the server. She is guilty of, you look at confidential information, I mean, all of the information that probably has gotten out all over the world. And then, you know what, she's also guilty of stupidity and bad judgment.
But that's not, if that were criminal, we'd all be in jail.
No, I'm not even saying that part is criminal, but she's certainly guilty of that. In terms of this country, she is guilty of having just bad. How could she do a thing like this?
But what do you get? What gets him to jail, though? What's the difference here between rhetoric and law?
What the lawyers are saying is what she did in terms of national security. They have very strict rules and regulations. She's broken all of them.
So the classification issue.
All of them. Of course it is. I mean, she's broken so much. But she's so, you know, if you look at this from the standpoint of why did she do it? Judgment, the word judgment. This isn't criminal judgment. You make bad judgment. Although, actually, under those rules and regulations, judgment is even criminal. You know, you're not supposed to do it. If you make a mistake, they don't take that into account. Why would a person, and how can a person with this kind of judgment become the President of the United States? Now, think of this. We're in a cyber world. This is a cyber world. This is a very complex, we're in a world like we've never been in before. If we're in a cyber world, and she can't even handle her emails, how can she be president? And we're being hacked all over the place by Russia, by China, probably. I mean, to the best of everyone's knowledge, it seems to be. But listen to this. So we're in a cyber world, and she's playing around with servers and emails. How can she be running this country?